This is Chris Cotillo, who covers the Red Sox. And he says, hey, Red Sox were encouraged by Chris Sale's live BP session today in Fort Myers. I'm told this fastball at 96 miles per hour. And I remember Sale signed that extension for $145+ million back in 2019. We haven't seen a lot of them, Dan. So what would you do? If you were the Red Sox, how would you use Chris Sale once he's healthy and ready to go?
That's the question. And I know there's been a lot of people during the course of his career that said, hey, he profiled more as a reliever. When you look at the mechanics, you look at the style of pitching, but Fran, when he's good, his best work has been as a starting pitcher. I think whatever the Red Sox decide to do, they're going to have to do it which fits him, to get him on a routine so that he can consistently stay healthy and feel good about himself. When you're coming off and missing as much time as he has, it can be awful difficult. I just think if you're going to use him out of the bullpen, you could maybe use him as the guy, and when you're going to piggyback off of a starter, if he gives you 3 innings, you have to give him at least 2 to 3 days in between appearances. My personal preference would be, I think he's more suited to being a starter, where you can get him into a routine. He can get his body and his arm in the kind of shape that he needs to be in. It's hard at midseason to take a guy that's been a starter and say, okay, we're going to use you in the bullpen, because as he's doing all his rehab work, he's not doing that as a reliever where he's throwing every second or third day. He's going to throw, he's going to get some time off, he's going to have a day on the side, and then he's going to throw into the. So his workouts have been very structured, and I think the more you can keep him on a structured program, the better he'll be.
Plus, I mean, we talked about how the Padres are going to feel when they get Fernando Tatis Jr. back. These are superstar, impactful players. This can be a huge boost for the Red Sox.
Huge for the Red Sox, and they've made that run. And they've started playing good baseball again. They're getting over 500. But to bring a guy like Sale in, if he's throwing 96 mile an hour with that wipeout slider, that's humongous.
Yeah, and look, the Red Sox starters have done a really nice job. I mean, Eovaldi has lived up to being the ace, giving up more home runs than what we've been used to the last couple years. And Rich Hill, at 42 years young, Dan, has done a really nice job. But to get a Chris Sale, like you said, and to put him now back in that starting rotation, all those guys are going to be fired up.
They're going to need him. They just put Eovaldi on the IL. And I tell you, a guy that's got lost in the shuffle, Nick Pavetta's last couple starts have been really good. He's given them some length. He's had some struggles early on, but he's been able to battle through that and give Alex Cora some innings, which they desperately need. I'd like to see the Red Sox maybe try to straighten that bullpen out, the back end of that bullpen. But where they were at a couple of weeks ago, to be 32-29, 3 games over, we may see 4 teams come out of the AL East this year.